What's up? It's your girl Savage Flower.
Live for you, these no machine. You're now tuned in to the Rock the Block show.
Only on How Do You Meet Radio Soul Flow.
That was a feel-good record, bro.
Sure.
That was a feel-good record. Tafia did his thing on the hook. A lot of times you reach out to artists, you know what I'm saying, and they don't give you.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. And if you ever been in that, that.
And I can see how it fueled your energy, your verse on the song.
Yes, sir. And it's all about energy. It's all about vibes and energy. You know what I'm saying? I feel that part of that product coming back at that caliber was, when we had sent out the verse, it aligned with the energy as well.
Right.
We appreciated that as well. So we appreciate that hook as well. So shout out to Tafia.
Right. Shout out to Tafia, man. We got to get Tafia up on the show soon for sure. Hometown hero, man.
Let's go,
man. So okay, you got Miami, then you got other spots in Florida, then you got South by Southwest.
Yes, sir. That's the big one.
How do you approach South by Southwest? Have you ever been to South by Southwest?
We haven't, so this will be our first time. We got invited.
Just make sure you understand the mic for me.
We got invited to South by Southwest actually through a management team that we used to work with up north called Sound Gallery. They plugged us in with Hip Hop 1987, which a lot of people are familiar with. The blog. And we got invited out a few months ago. So this will be our first time going out to South by Southwest. But how we ended up getting the opportunity was just, again, networking. I hate to sound so simple, but it's so powerful that way in itself.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just reaching out to, not being afraid to reach out to individuals who take the opportunity to fill out a form or submit something or send your music out. Or,
right. Let the people know that, man. Let's drop a
you know what I'm saying?
Man, for networking.
And after this, just to go out and check it out, step out to those events, practice your music, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so you're coming from Gainesville, Florida, which is, to me, not synonymous with pumping out artists to the industry. How do you I don't even want to say so. How do you make yourself stand out at the South by Southwest, right? So that people know that Gainesville is in the building. Keep an eye on Lacorte. You know what I'm saying? I'll be here. I say that because South by Southwest has seen a lot of monumental moments. You know what I'm saying? Like the baby. You know what I'm saying? First time I seen him was a viral World Star video of him at South by Southwest.
In the diaper, right?
In the diaper,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He definitely capitalized and maximized. So I don't expect you to go to South by Southwest in a damn diaper, but what does Lacorte, can you give the people a little bit of, what you got in store for?
I mean, the biggest thing we got is carrying ourselves as professionals, like you said, coming in, making sure everything's A1 on point, if we're at that kind of caliber and that level, making sure everybody's in merch, everyone's got a position, everybody's carrying themselves properly. But as far as the real standout is the music, it all comes back to the music. I feel like the music's always going to speak for itself. We put together a set, 4 or 5 songs that are really the ones that we feel are standout songs, you know what I'm saying? The first song of the set literally is called Who Is That, to just make sure, if anybody don't know who we are, I bring a couple of my artists from the label out, Cole Avery, Matt Too Wavy, give them an opportunity to put them on as well, but also bring up the vibes and let everyone know, this is takeover. This is takeover time right now.
This is takeover time. How do you feel about the music industry right now as a whole? Like, how do you feel about the state of the music industry, the sound, the business that's being done, the characters in it? What's your overall?
I mean, my overall put on the industry right now is that I really try to stay out of having any political real opinion on it, only because, we're really moving independent at this point. We're not against anything, any sort of deals, if the paperwork's right, obviously, if the paper's right. But right now, we're really at a state where we're just trying to learn and explore the industry a little more.
Right.
So not trying to make it too opinionated, but, I'm not a fan of the amount of opportunistic individuals that are in the game for the individuals that lack knowledge, say younger, up-and-coming artists. So, I just suggest, getting your feet wet a little bit. I had to fail a lot before, I ended up being able to, for example, us put together a tour. You got to do a show in front of 2-3 people 100 times before, you could expect to, book a South by Southwest, for example. It's a lot that goes into it, but, it's just consistency.
Right. I gotta ask this question, right? I don't want to come off as offensive in any way, but do you feel like there's any challenges coming in the industry that's dominated by, I would say, a urban or black dominated sport right now? In the last couple of years, we've seen the emergence of some big time white rappers that come into the game, do you feel like there's any challenges that come with that, or isn't it an advantage? You know what I'm saying? Being that there's not a lot in the space, you know what I'm saying?
The advantage part, I never really took it in an advantage manner, but
right, like I just thought of that myself. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny, you know, not so much, but in terms of feel, like I'm at any less of a opportunity. I don't believe, I never, like, again, the industry is the industry. What happens. I mean, statistically. Yeah, the numbers don't lie on the fact. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I'm trying to keep the, I'm not out here. But, speaking off, as far as how I look at it, I'm trying to not necessarily look at the numbers, keep doing what we're doing. I definitely feel like I don't have an advantage because of it. I don't feel like we're at any disadvantage either because, the music speaks for itself. A lot of individuals, at least recently, white individuals, Caucasian individuals in the industry, for example, like a Jack Harlow, for example.
Right.
I feel the music is quality, you know what I'm saying?
Quality.
It wasn't like a, white individual making it off some sort of viral moment or something like that.
Right.
Like if you're coming through with a product that's at that level, I feel like, you're gonna be able to, present it more. But, in terms of, trying to get in and kind of slide in and be, white, it's good. I think there's a couple more obstacles, and
right.
just like you said, without being any sort of offensive.
Shit like the NBA a little bit.
Look, yeah.
Right.
The first look. I kid you not. Very often, I do some shows and individuals come up to me. And, they make statements referencing, that exactly. So,
right.
I didn't expect that.
Right.
It's no offense at all, you know what I'm saying? I'm just practicing my craft. But it's definitely a question.
Bro, what I can say is you do have something special, you know what I'm saying? You got a great image, you know what I'm saying? You got a good sound. And I'm looking to hear more, diverse music from you.
That's love.
You know what I'm saying? So I see you going far in the industry, and I'm glad that I had the opportunity to sit down with you today.
Thank you for having us, man.
You know what I'm saying? Before we get up out of here, I got a couple more questions for you, but I really want you to introduce some of the members of your team.
I would love
you know what
to
I'm
do
saying?
that.
If you want to bring them in, we sharing mics in here right now, so you can just
we good.
Step around. And you know what I'm saying? Just
I got
give
a couple
everybody
people with me today. First and foremost, before I bring them all in, one of the first people to believe in me on this journey is First Take Tay, the shooter behind the camera.
Tay. Shout out my boy Tay in the building behind the camera. For sure.
First Take Tay.
His
the IG is actually at First Take the number 1 ST Take Pro.
Okay.
I'm bringing a couple people. My partner, one of the other founders of the group, Cole Avery, and 2 of our artists.
Okay, Cole Avery,
King Coolin, and Matt Wavy, who also does production as well.
Cole Avery, come around this way, man. Y'all boys come around. Just be careful with the light right there. Yeah. My bad. It's kind of tight in here. Yes, sir. Bless you. Yes, sir.
My name is Cole Avery. You can find me on Instagram, Cole Avery with 2 underscores.
Okay, all right. Yeah, make sure y'all go follow my boy, man. We looking for more music. Looking for music from you. One second.
Can you pull up?
Yeah, come through. Everybody.
Just watch the light. Be respectful of the equipment.
Right. Come and talking to the mic. Let them know who you are, where you from, and what
my name is King Coolin. You can follow me on Instagram at official King Coolin.
Right.
Let's go.
Official
Team
King
Takeover.
Yeah, Team Takeover, man. Y'all see
him.
him.
Manager Mel with us. We got a couple other people with us, but they're busy doing what they're doing right now, so we're not going to take up anybody's time respectfully. But Manager Mel, shout out Manager Mel at Manager Mel, 2 L's. Tap in with Manager Mel, and shout out to Rory again.
Shout out to Rory and Vanna, my friends.
Big shout out to
friends
Rory.
over at the Crown Miami.
Doing good business with the Takeover team quite often lately, so big shout out.
Right, man. Before we get into the record again, I got a couple more questions for you. As an artist, where do you feel like your imprint fits in the most? If you had to sign with anybody today, if you had 6 deals on the table right now, where do you feel like your imprint would fit in the most, or you'd have the most leverage to do what you do?
I mean, I feel distribution would help us. My team.
Right.
So like more distribution style orientation. So maybe like an Empire deal.
Okay.
For example, Toffee is with Dream Chasers. Growing up, I was always a Meek fan. I was always a Rock Nation fan. So you know, DC is a label that I like too. So shout out Meek Mill. I would love to get with DC if I had the opportunity.
Right.
Empire. You know what I'm saying? I'm from up north as well. So some OGs. I grew up listening to like. Jada Kiss.
Yeah, I was about to say, they got the white boy. Not to say it like that, but they got my boy. What's his name? He cold. What's his name?
So I follow Millie's a lot.
Millie's.
Yeah, Millie's is shout out to Millie's. Millie's, I definitely look up to Millie's a lot. That's definitely,
facts, man. I love what they doing with his brand, bro. Like, they took a chance on that and it worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
And I'm from up north, so a couple labels up north, small things. I'm a huge, I'm a big Paper Route fan, Memphis fan, Key Glock fan.
Right, Dolph. R.I.P. Dolph for sure.
R.I.P. Dolph, big Dolph fan.
For sure. Man, anything that you want to get out to the people before?
I ain't got too much to really get out, but go stream the new single Legacy featuring Tafia. Shout out to my whole team. Shout out Manager Mel's Takeover. It's a movement. And I appreciate y'all having us today here. So big shout out to y'all as well.
For sure. Much love. Anytime you're in the market, now that you've been up here, your family, you could come up anytime. Just let us know in advance when you coming in time. We'll schedule you and just come up and let's shoot the shit some more, man. Next time, I'm pretty sure we'll have tons more to talk about after this tour.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hopefully we got some things on the table too lined up, next time.
Nah, I believe it, bro. I believe you will. You know what I'm saying?
Time.
It's Takeover Time, man, on the Rock the Block show. Let's get into that Lacorte featuring Tafia Legacy again on the Rock the Block show. Y'all hearing it first because we the only ones spinning and breaking. We're breaking new music first on Highly Unique Radio, SoFlo, the new wave.